जब जब दर्द का बादल छाया, जब गम का साया लहराया, जब आंसू पलकों तक आया, जब ये तन्हा दिल घबराया, हमने दिल को ये समझाया।
मुझे पता है हम लोग जब मैं पहली बार जिंदगी में मिली दोबारा किसके साथ देखा था, दादी के साथ गए थे हम लोग सुदामा थिएटर में। और ये फैमिली फिल्म में सब जाके देखते हैं। दादी के साथ गया, मिडिल पॉइंट ऑफ द फिल्म कटरीना कैफ और ऋतिक रोशन का किसिंग सीन होता है। दादी मेरा हाथ ऐसा करती है, फैमिली फिल्म। हेलो या another Zoya Akhtar video. I promise this is the last one. जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा। Oh, what a film! A family film for sure. A movie that taught us to seize the moment, to live life to its fullest. How the things that we are the most certain about have the most uncertain outcome. It made Spain a prime destination. It popularized the Tomatina festival. It made us laugh, weep. The movie resonated with its audience. And our takeaway was, Zoya Akhtar सिर्फ अमीर लोगों पे मूवी बनाती है. Let's try and defend Star Kids one more time, shall we? My name is Anuj and let's get started. A road trip, life-changing lessons, existential characters. We have seen Mumbai, Delhi, Goa-centered films, but a foreign country, a vacation, a bachelor's trip, experiencing freedom for the last time perhaps in an unknown land. The point at which we are introduced to the three main characters, they are at momentum. The trip can change their lives forever. Kabir with his marriage and the obvious speculation due to the perks of being a boy. Farhan trying to get in contact with his real Abu, Salman Habib. Arjun risking his job. The one thing around which his life revolves. Money is at stake. Though the purpose of the trip is to enjoy before a best bud gets married, the real purposes of the characters are selfish. On the outside, it may be for their friendship or Kabir's optimistic determination, but on the inside, every character takes the trip to fulfill their desires, just like life. Spain has been shot beautifully. The stereotypical Spanish yellow is consistent throughout the film. The culture is represented wonderfully through the songs, character interactions, the landscapes, and the food. We are shown cities like London, Delhi, but every scene stands out as if it is a whole another character. The movie is heavily focused around the three main characters. We follow them, we stay with them, and eventually we start feeling with them. If these characters visit a completely new country, so do we. The Three Musketeers. Id, ego, and superego. Heard about them? Well, you're lucky, because I'm not going to talk about them. These are obvious details about the three major characters. Instead of delving deep into the human subconscious mind, let's take a look at these characters objectively. I think that every character is a polar opposite of the other one. It's just that their desires are complemented with the situation that they share. As I mentioned before, the film heavily focuses on these three major characters alone. They revolve and evolve throughout the Spain trip. They fight, they laugh, they learn, they change. At the start of the film, each character is set up within the first 15 minutes. Kabir, who is about to get married, puts in the efforts to arrange a bachelor's trip. He tries to pull the other two musketeers together. He is the one who is most certain and clear in his intentions. But in the end, he's the one who changes the most. The decision which led to the existence of the trip is being speculated at the midpoint of the film. While all the characters are at the peak of their happiness, it is snatched away by revealing the true colors of his significant other. Now to not too perfect now, huh Kabir? In the beginning, Kabir's priority is shown as setting up communication with his fiancée, happily accepting the distance. In the end, he ignores Natasha's request, stays up all night, drinks, thinks and arrives on the conclusion that though he is in love, getting married isn't the right option. Arjun, a money man who was the most reluctant to be involved in this trip, evolves the most. A person focused to earn money by hard work and then start living experiences a life changing moment that makes him realize how fragile his life really is. How short it can be, how it can be easily wasted. At the start, Arjun, while packing for the trip, assembles work related documents and forgets an affectionate gift, Bhagwati. In the end, before going to the death race, he glances at his woman, Laila. He thinks of nothing else but her. Her who puts a smile on his face. Her who taught him how to live. Farhan at the start is messy, sarcastic. He forgets his passport. His only intention was to meet his real father. He knew that it could go bad. He knew that his mother could be right about Salman. He knew that the interaction will be awkward, but the circumstances pushed him to do so. And he did. That's the complexity of human nature. Farhan then realized that the man whom he wanted to shout at, let out his anger on, is himself. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara is an emotional roller coaster. The movie is presented to us in a pretty straightforward way. Three childhood friends go on a bachelor's trip to enjoy. But in addition, there is atonement, love, realizations, and closure. After the heart pounding or soul calming scenes, there is a moment of silence where you are left to absorb the emotion. And if you do experience it, the whole watching experience gets elevated to a higher level. I remember watching the friendly conversations with a smirk. I blushed when Imran flirted with Laila, Nuria, or the air hostess. I was really uncomfortable during Arjun's flashback, Kabir's fight with this bitch, and Imran's face off. We are presented with moments that are magical, meant to be showed the way they are, and then callbacks. I think that the whole movie was a setup for the three adventure spots and a breakup. Each of the spot represents something. On the surface level, they are just thrilling spots, but for each character, they have a deeper resonance. They are affected by it. The deep sea dive that made Arjun cry. Laila and Arjun enter a dark space in the sea. He hesitates but agrees when Laila accompanies him. Life ka metaphor, bhai sahab. The skydive was a liberating experience for Imran, for him to overcome his fear of heights. At that point, it was all about you. High up in the air, 15,000 feet above the ground, feeling the breeze coming down to the ground at a fast speed, absorbing every second, and in the end, surviving. That's the victory. The final spot being suicide, of course. The Three Musketeers wanted to abolish the fear that lived within, be it water or heights. But here, everyone's one undefeated nemesis, death. You can't outrun it, but you can stop being afraid of it. If you are successful in doing that, you start focusing on now, the present, just what Laila meant. Seize the moment, my friend, and live life to the fullest. Zoya Akhtar in the past has been accused of making films about rich people, telling stories about the privileged class. But while accusing her, we forget that these characters don't speak their heart out. They don't say what they feel. They take decisions based on formality or free will, despite the consequences it might bring. These characters make you feel like having a beer with them, and sometimes make you despise them. They are complex because they are humans. Without a doubt, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara has its own genre, standing along with films like Dil Chahta Hai, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, and Rang De Basanti. Throughout the 2.5-hour journey that you went through, you were hoping, just like the characters, for the trip to never end. You still wanted your moment with them. But in the crucial point where the character arcs have been closed, the future is unpredictable. The scene pauses on the Three Musketeers, while death with horns on its head is rushing towards them. At this point, we realize that something changed. Did you feel accomplished? Do you feel that you have achieved something after sitting through 2.5 hours of adventure sports and Spanish drama? Did you feel something move or change? An epiphany, perhaps? If you did, then the filmmaker won. And then she ruined it by spoon feeding things through an end credit song. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching.